Hi, I'm Matt Murdock. This is Foggy Nelson. We're Nelson and Murdock. This is Daredevil Season 2, bitches.
I'm not Foggy. This is
You have the hair.
This is not Foggy's hair. This is longer than Foggy's hair.
But you still have hair. Shut up. Connor, shut up. I'm Daredevil, you're Foggy, okay? Just deal with it. Alright?
Whatever you say.
Yeah, that's what I thought, you stupid bitch. Don't fucking argue with me. I'll fucking kill you. You know, I don't know why I keep doing these videos with you. I mean, I can't. I'm so sorry. I don't want to make fun of blind people.
Oh my god.
I am keeping the sunglasses on though. Okay. So this is our review of Daredevil Season 2, much like our review of Jessica Jones Season 1.
Did we do Daredevil Season 1?
We did not, but we talked about it briefly at the beginning of Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
It was good. So yeah, we're just gonna do the whole season in one video and just... Anyway, yeah. So there's a new vigilante type person in Hell's Kitchen called the Punisher. He's killing people, but he's only killing people that are kind of like deserving of it, like mobsters and shit. Daredevil's not having any...
Also spoilers.
Oh yeah, fucking spoilers, whatever. Fuck you.
I mean, it's a review, there's gonna be spoilers.
Spoilers. Daredevil's not having any of this because he's like, you don't get to choose who live and who's die.
Who is die?
Who is die. Anyway, but they eventually take him in surprisingly early, more than I expected to.
And that's the 4th episode.
Yeah, and Nelson and Murdock end up representing him because Karen's like, he's a good guy, I'm Karen.
Shut up, Karen!
Okay. While this is going on, like, Matt's friendship with Foggy and Karen and his business practices are slowly declining because while this is going on...
Because he can't balance the fighting of the crime with the fighting of the crime.
Yes, because he is fighting the Yakuza, who is actually the Hand, with his ex-girlfriend from college, Elektra! Elektra's here now, yay, and she's...
And that's really awkward because he just started dating Karen for reasons.
Yeah, he started dating Karen, and now his ex is here, and they kind of have a thing, but not really, but sort of. Yeah, so they're fighting the Hand because the Hand has some big plan going on, and that involves, like, some sort of sarcophagus, and
blood,
and
weird.
And then Nobu is back because Nobu like burned at last season, but he's back.
Yeah.
Because death means nothing to the Hand.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, the Kingpin's also here.
I refuse to believe he's dead. Even after he gets stabbed and decapitated, he's coming back. No, he's coming back.
Anyway, Kingpin's here.
Kingpin is here briefly for a couple episodes.
He's still a huge threat because he's basically
taken over the prison that he's in.
Yeah, he's still running his criminal empire while in jail and is responsible for releasing the Punisher.
Which is one of my favorite parts of the season.
Oh no, Kingpin's still great.
Kingpin is amazing.
And basically the whole season ends with Elektra, Daredevil, and Punisher for a little bit, fighting off the Hand members. Elektra is revealed to be a black sky, which we kind of saw one of those last season with some little kid that the Hand were like human trafficking and killed it because he's like, that thing isn't human. And I guess Elektra is one of those things, but I'm not entirely sure how this works, but like Elektra is like supposed to like lead them or whatever, and
I don't know what any of it means.
And then she has like
I'm still really lost.
She has some sort of bloodlust thing. Is she an inhuman? Is she special?
I don't think she's an inhuman.
Point is, she dies. Cause fucking Nobu fucking stabs her with her own sai and
dies.
Matt's all sad and shit. Yeah, dies sad. Because the whole season ends with Nelson and Murdock is basically the law firm as well as the friendship done. Foggy's going to work with Jerry from Jessica Jones, which I wasn't expecting that, but it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Karen's working for the New York Bulletin because she was working with the editor-in-chief the whole season.
Because she has to find the truth.
She has to find the truth. The truth is out there.
The truth is out there. Spelled T-R-U-F.
Yeah.
No, T-R-O-O-F. The truth is out there.
Punisher finds the guy who basically set up the whole thing that killed his family. The blacksmith, played by Clancy Brown.
Who, interestingly, in the comics is a Skrull.
Yeah, I looked it up, like, holy fuck. What if he is?
He has nothing to do with his comic book character.
Yeah, no.
Not even a little bit.
Punisher fully embraces his Punisher identity, paints the white skull on his body armor.
And we see it for about a minute.
Yeah, he burns out his family home, discovers a mysterious CD with the word Micro on it, which I lost my shit over.
Micro is the guy that gives him his guns, right?
Micro's like his intelligence partner, who I guess was mentioned in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. at one point by Daisy.
Huh.
Like she mentioned, I don't remember this, but I looked it up because she mentioned yeah, I have this friend in the Rising Sky called Micro, and I don't remember that, but I don't know.
I don't remember it either, but apparently it happened.
Anyway, and Matt finally, after fucking 2 seasons of jerking her around, tells Karen that he's Daredevil in the last fucking second of the season. And
after his entire friendship and law firm have just been ripped to complete shreds.
And also Elektra's body is taken from her grave by the Hand, put in the weird coffin thing that the blood was going into, and they're gonna resurrect her for whatever big war is coming up that I'm assuming they're saving for the Defenders.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of shit happened this season.
Pros!
Okay, my personal favorite thing about this season was the Punisher.
He's amazing.
He's
not an
phenomenal.
actor who is a stranger to insane characters.
He was on Walking Dead, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's the only thing that
towards the end of his run on Walking Dead, he kind of develops the same kind of thing, where his character's like, I gotta kill things.
Because, everybody kind of associates, mainstream audiences associate the Punisher with, this bloodthirsty fucking vigilante who just fucking kills everybody. But this show kind of took it in, what the Punisher is, supposed to be, where he's a guy who kills people, but only those he thinks deserves it, and he won't harm, innocents.
It made him more human, and it focused on his backstory.
And focused on his backstory, and the shit with, his family is fucking heartbreaking, and he's a human. He's a human. He's a man. And he fucking steals the show whenever he's on screen.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking loved him. He was my absolute favorite thing about the season.
Yeah. We talked about a little bit about the Kingpin.
The Kingpin, he's only in 2 episodes.
He's only in 2 episodes.
But he fucking owns those episodes.
Yeah, he really does. He has a small confrontation with the Punisher at one point.
Yeah, and he basically... He's still in control even though he's in prison, and Matt comes to talk to him at one point, and he basically snaps and beats the shit out of Matt and threatens him and says, as soon as I get out of here, you and your friend Foggy are dead, fucking... Yeah. Because...
And, the last thing we see him doing is he asks somebody for all the files on Matt Murdock, and then, we never hear from him again.
Which I think that means that he kind of connected that Daredevil and Matt are kind of the same person. Yeah, so he is... I think he was in it just enough. Mm-hmm. Because I was afraid that when he showed up, he was going to take over the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Because he had his season, and this series was supposed to be about, the Punisher in the Hand.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad he didn't, as soon as he shows up, just took it over.
Yeah.
I'm glad he was in it for just amount of time to where you still know he's a big enough threat, but he's not overtaking the show.
Yeah.
Even though he is such a great character.
The Hand, they're little, ninja minions or whatever. They're interesting because they're so quiet.
Yeah.
Matt can't really see
because they
them.
kind of mask their heartbeat and move so quietly that Matt can't
focus on them.
And he has to train himself to focus on their breathing and them dropping their weapons and shit like that.
Which, interestingly, in that fight, when he hears what his name, Stick.
Stick, yeah.
He's on the roof fighting these ninjas and they're beating the shit out of him, and Stick is just like, hey, they're breathing, do that. And I'm like, you're on the roof getting the shit kicked out of you. He's on the ground floor. How the fuck? I don't...
Matt has really good hearing.
I understand that, but he's in the middle of getting the shit kicked out of him on a rooftop in the middle of New York City.
I don't know how the fuck Matt's, superhuman abilities go.
2 fucking floors down.
I don't know how that works either.
I don't care. You're not going to hear that over all of the other shit happening.
Elektra's also good this season.
Elektra's pretty good.
She's psycho and sexy. I liked her.
She's one of those things.
Fuck, I thought she was beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, it says something that the only person who's ever loved her is blind, but whatever.
Although, as Foggy said last season, somehow Matt always manages to land the hot chicks even though he's blind.
Oh god.
I did kind of like Karen's stuff this season, where
Yeah.
like she is really becoming her own person and like digging for the truth, finding the shit out about the Punisher and stuff like that. So she really shined. Foggy kind of got a chance to show off his lawyering skills and kind of
I would just say, like, early on in the season, I felt like, acting-wise, he was lacking a little bit, and I was kind of like, he doesn't feel as strong as he did last season. And then he gave his big, like, his opening statement at the
trial.
And I was like, alright, this is more like what I remember. And then he got into the fight with Matt in the bathroom, and I was like, alright, Foggy's back.
Yeah, like, when he did that speech, I was like, holy shit, Foggy, why isn't the firm just called Nelson and Nelson? Like, you are a much better lawyer than Matt is.
Especially in their fight in the bathroom,
Yeah.
where Foggy's going over this, and he confesses that Elektra's back and all that. I was like, yeah, Foggy's back. This is it. The one scene that really got me was when he goes to confront the Dogs of Hell by himself.
Yeah.
When he's acting all scared and shit, I was like, I don't buy this.
Yeah, no.
I was like, this is a little weak.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah.
He seemed a little too eccentric, like he was too afraid, but also kind of trying to be snarky. I was like, eh.
Like he was too, like, stereotypical comic relief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he did his speech thing,
Yeah.
and then towards the later half of the season, I was like, alright, gotcha. Foggy's back.
Foggy's bad.
The
The fight scenes are so good.
Oh god.
Like they have so last season they had a fight scene that was the one shot in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
This season we have a one shot in a fucking staircase, and Matt only has one hand because the Punisher duct taped a gun to his hand, and he beats the shit out of a bunch of bikers.
He's using the chain and shit.
Yeah, and then the Punisher also has a really cool fight scene in the prison.
Oh, that
where,
was awesome.
Because he doesn't have that whole no killing rule that Matt does. He
It's bloody.
fucking slaughtered. I don't know. Okay, did you notice that the pattern of blood on his jumpsuit kind of looked like a skull?
I did not.
I noticed that because I was like looking at the blood and I was like, that kind of looks like a skull. Like it was kind of small, but like I was like, that kind of looks like a skull. That's kind of cool because I didn't know when they were fucking gonna bring in the Punisher white skull thing.
You know, especially like at the end of that fight, he's just like laying in the hallway with all the bodies around him. I was like, damn.
Yeah, and then Fisk is just like staring up at him like, thank you for your help, Mr. Castle.
Yeah.
I'm evil and bald. I'm gonna walk away now.
Oh god.
I don't know what else was good. There were a lot of good things with the season.
There's so many good things, but there are also some not good things. Should we move on to cons?
Sure. Okay, this one has been bugging me. Actually, you know what? You want to start? Because
Sure.
There's a more all-encompassing thing that I know you want to talk about. Mine's
Yeah.
something more specific.
This is my biggest issue is the stuff that happens with the Punisher and the stuff that happens with the Hand are so separate and like they don't ever cross.
It felt like they
were trying to do two different seasons at the same time.
Because
the two different storylines didn't really work together.
Yeah, the reason Daredevil season 1 was so good is because it was
laser
all
focused
about
on Fisk.
bringing down Fisk. The reason Jessica Jones is so good is it was all about bringing down Kilgrave. This is kind of like unfocused.
The attention is split between the Punisher and Elektra.
Yeah,
Because the first 4 episodes
are all about the Punisher.
So you're set up to be like, awesome. It's all about the Punisher.
And then he gets taken down.
And then in episode 4, the Punisher gets taken down and goes to prison, and Elektra shows up. So then it's like, okay, so our focus shifts to Elektra. But then the Punisher comes back, and now we're focused back on the Punisher.
Even when he does come back, it's kind of delegated.
But then Elektra is still there.
It's kind of delegated to a B plot because most of the stuff with the Punisher after he gets sent to prison is mostly involving Karen.
Yeah. So like we're tricked into believing this is all going to be about the Punisher, and then we split off into Elektra, but then the Punisher comes back, and then Elektra is still here. So there's this weird back and forth between the two different plots.
Yeah.
And I feel like it could have just been stronger if they had just focused on one rather than try to do both.
Or even if you do both, like, integrate them in somehow.
Yeah,
like, there's a way to do it. It's just like...
They could have had them both be connected and interact, and that could have worked, but they just kind of didn't, and the Punisher's story was left to its own devices while the hand stuff was more what. Matt
and also,
was
they
focusing
don't really tie up the hand stuff that much. Like Nobu's dead and Elektra's gonna get resurrected, but
it's more like a setup to something else.
Yeah,
but
I feel
don't know what they're setting up.
I think they may be setting this up for Defenders.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like with a big enough threat like the hand, they may be using it as like the Chitauri of
I don't know what they're doing though. Like I don't know why they're taking the blood. I don't know what the Black Sky is.
Yeah, like
when they first said Black Sky, the first place my mind went was Zero Matter, and I was like, please no.
Okay, in the first season, you don't remember this, but like,
what, the first season?
No, when they had the Black Sky in the first season, do you remember that at all? They had it was like Matt and Stick were like investigating like something that the hand was moving called the Black Sky. Turns out it's like some like little kid that like Matt's senses can't really pick up on, and then Stick kills him and says that wasn't a human. What I thought that was is that Black Sky was like the name of this one specific kid, and he was like a really powerful Inhuman. Or something like that. And then this season comes along and says like, oh, there's like multiple Black Skies and Elektra's one of them. So like I'm wondering if it's like some sort of like super soldier program kind of thing, like they kind of train.
But they treat it like it's a religion though, which is throwing me off.
It may be another theory is that it may be their word for like the quote unquote like gifted. Like because this kid in the first season is obviously like some sort of like super powerful being.
Yeah.
Considering Matt's senses couldn't pick up on it. Elektra's more or less just like.
She doesn't have any secret powers.
No,
she just like has
she just goes into like a Wolverine berserker mode.
Yeah.
So like I'm wondering if that's more aligned, where like they're kind of like some like insane like.
I don't know. There's a lot of unanswered questions with the hand.
Yeah.
That maybe should have been addressed more. I don't know.
Yeah.
I also felt like Nobu was kind of shoehorned in as the villain.
Yeah. Like.
I don't know. I didn't feel like he was a very strong, especially when you have people like the Punisher and Elektra. Nobu just felt like they were like throw him in there because.
And even Fisk, like.
I like Fisk.
Yeah, no, I know, but like
he was
alongside like the Punisher and like Elektra and Fisk. Like Nobu doesn't really stick out as like.
Yeah.
A good villain.
Like they had that awesome fight in season 1 with Daredevil
when he's lit on fucking fire.
When he's lit on fire, but then like in this one they were just like, hey, everybody liked that fight. Let's bring Nobu back for reasons, I guess. The relationship stuff in this season
was kind of iffy.
I didn't buy it all.
Like no, the stuff like we're gonna date now for no reason, and like now like after this we're gonna run away together, Elektra. Like I'm like, where the fuck did that come from?
Like really?
What happened to I Love Karen?
First of all, Matt and Karen. No,
I'm not.
Karen and Foggy are the that was
Karen Foggy or Karen Punisher.
Karen. Not even Karen Punisher, just Karen Foggy.
I like that shit.
No, I didn't. I was so for like a second in the hospital, I thought that the Punisher was going to be like, "You're my daughter," and I was like, "Really? Don't fucking do that shit."
No.
But I'm glad they didn't. Anyway,
I like the relationship between Karen and the Punisher.
Karen and Foggy. That shit was set up
Karen
in season 1, right? Or did I imagine that?
No, I can definitely see that.
That was a thing. They were going to be a thing.
No, yeah, I remember that.
And then they just shoehorn Karen with Matt specifically to create more tension with Elektra. I feel like their relationship only existed to further his relationship with Elektra.
Yeah.
And even his relationship with Elektra, I was like, I don't know if I buy this.
Yeah, it's not. It's better than Karen and Matt.
Yeah, it's better than Karen and Matt, but it's still like, especially when it flashes back to him in college, because as far as I remember, the flashbacks to him in college in season 1 were mostly him like studying and things.
Yeah.
And then Elektra comes along and is like, let's fucking kill people. And it's like, I don't know if Matt would be so willing to go for this as he appears to be.
Yeah.
But it's more believable than him and Karen, standing in the rain for 20 minutes just touching her shoulder and she has a fucking orgasm. Like, what the hell was that?
Karen, you're so beautiful.
Karen, you're so pretty. Like, that's what happened, like, right? They're just standing in the rain.
Man? I don't know where it is. Alright, enough of the blind jokes. I'm sorry.
My point is, like, the relationship stuff is unnecessary.
No,
and like,
I agree.
Karen is literally the relationship to fucking everyone in this season.
Yeah.
Like, she's with Matt, then she's with the Punisher, but she's supposed to be with Foggy, and it's like,
Yeah, no, I agree.
I don't know.
I agree.
I definitely, I didn't like her in the Punisher at all. I thought that was weird.
I like their relationship because it felt very Beauty and the Beast to me, because he's kind of like, not in like a romantic way, but just kind of like, she's the only one that can kind of crack through that like hard exterior and kind of make him like open up and like he can trust her because like Foggy's obviously kind of like very distrustful of him. Matt obviously has problems with him. The police, the media, they all have problems with him. But Karen's the only one that's really willing to see his side of the story and like kind of let him.
But does that equate to like a relationship?
No, I'm just saying like I like their interactions because
I felt like they were trying to like do almost like a relationship with the two of them.
I didn't really see relationshipy, but like it was more like a mutual kind of like respect. Yeah, kind of like a respect kind of thing. Like I definitely don't want them to be in a relationship.
Yeah, I felt like there were moments though where Karen was like falling for him, and I was like, I don't know if I want.
I didn't really see that, but like I definitely saw kind of like a whole. I can't really think of like a whole like another parallel from like a different media that wasn't like romantic, but like you see what I kind of mean, like the Beauty and the Beast kind of thing, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. I just like there were moments where I felt like Karen was falling in love with the Punisher.
I could see it. I didn't see it, but like I could see how somebody else would see that. Okay, the one thing that I've been holding on to this for a few days, and I've been running over my head, and it still doesn't make sense to me, is the shit with the Punisher's like origin story. Okay, so his family was killed. We're led to believe that they were initially killed at like a carousel because like they were caught in the middle of like
the crossfire between like
three-way gang war. Then we learn that they were.
It was a sting operation.
It was a sting operation, and like they had
to find the blacksmith.
And they had people like.
There were inside people and all.
Inside people and all that, but the blacksmith like set all of this up. Because he was the one that set up the drug ring, but he kind of wanted Frank's family and Frank dead. But how would he know that there was a sting operation? He said it all seems like much too much complicated planning for just a guy that kind of didn't like Frank because it's something he did in the military. Because he's Frank's fucking
Frank's
senior officer. Who I'm glad they didn't waste him. Side note, I'm glad they didn't waste that actor because that guy. He's a good voice actor.
I saw him and I was like, hey, you're kind of famous.
Yeah, he's a voice actor. He voices Mr. Krabs on SpongeBob. He was fucking Ryder Azadi on Rebels.
Okay.
So he's a really good actor. And I'm glad when I saw him at the trial, I'm like, are they really gonna waste Clancy Brown? Like his role in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, his like footprint on it. Are they really gonna waste him as like some random guy at the trial?
I mean, he's dead now.
He's dead now, yeah. But
I don't know.
It just confused me. Is the thing.
Yeah, I don't know if we have enough information because I don't know if the blacksmith like set it up as much as it just kind of happened and he knew about it.
He seemed like he was taking credit for like killing Frank's family, but like what I was led to believe is that it was just like, you know, okay, just a random like.
Wasn't there something he said at the end to like the Punisher where like he was like tell her or something and then he doesn't tell her? Something, or did I?
No, I remember that. I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember what it was about, but he says something to the Punisher along the lines of like, "Why don't you tell her this secret that you have?" And then he doesn't tell her. So like, I don't know. There might be something.
I didn't really buy it. Like it was just like needlessly complicated because like I'm pretty sure in the comics
it was pretty simple to begin with. Like they were just in the crossfire of these three gangs, and then they were like, oh, but it was a sting, and then it was like, oh, but it was a setup. It was weird.
The only reason they added that much complication is just to like pad out the season, pretty much. Yeah. Which I felt it would have worked better if it was just. Like his family got caught in the crossfires of like a drug deal gone bad. Yeah. Like
I also want to know how he's able to shoot up all these places and nobody fucking sees him.
Yeah,
like he's literally nowhere to be seen at all of these places he's shooting up. Like he kills the DA and nobody sees him. The whole office is riddled with bullets. How do you not fucking see this guy? I thought he was gonna have like superpowers, like he was invisible or some shit. He was just a dude.
I was expecting his fucking like. His prosthetic arm to be like a fucking like gun arm or something. Like he was gonna go up to Karen and be like, yeah, no you don't.
Yeah, that would be alright.
That's a bit too far for this like semi-realistic show that has like fucking like magic now, I guess.
The final fight
was kind of lackluster.
Not that, because I thought the action was awesome. It's just it was dark.
Yeah,
and I
very hard to see.
And it was kind of like I'm not sure what's happening.
Yeah, I
kind of like
took
a second. I had to look at it. I had to like squint to make sure I knew what was.
I
happening.
thought what I found about it was kind of mad with me.
Yeah,
like it was just like
the last little thing that Matt does where he throws Naboo off the building. That was cool.
And Punisher getting involved and like sniping the ninjas. That was cool.
I have an issue with the Punisher sniping the things.
Okay.
It was cool that he showed up. but why? And why only for like 2 seconds to shoot 2 ninjas?
That's a very good question. I have no fucking clue.
He just shows up for 2 seconds, he shoots 2 ninjas, and then he's just like, whatever. And it's the only time we see him with like the skull on his thing, and I'm like, this is so, like, that would be so cool if they did something with that.
I've heard they may be giving him his own show.
I feel like they're trying to do that.
I heard a while ago they were talking about it and they weren't talking
It's
about it.
definitely set up that
But now
way.
they are, yeah. Because this felt more like a Punisher season 1.
Yeah.
Like this, I thought this was a better Punisher season than a Daredevil season, personally.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the stuff with the Punisher is so good, and like the stuff with like Daredevil.
Yeah, but the stuff with the Punisher is so much more interesting than the stuff with the Hand. Because the stuff with the Hand, it's like, I don't know what's happening. This is all confusing.
You're ninjas, I guess.
I guess there's ninjas, but like the Punisher shooting people, like that's like way cooler.
Yeah.
But like they finally give him this fucking like, we only give them the costumes at the last episode thing with Daredevil better stop because I'm sick of it.
He also got a new fucking weapon. Daredevil got like a new like
he
Billy
got his
Club.
bow stick. It was like, oh cool, it's like Billy Club, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know what the fuck to call
Elektra
it.
got a new costume too.
And Elektra and the Punisher get their costumes in the last
Elektra
episode.
got 2 new costumes.
Elektra got 2 costumes.
She got the one she got from Melvin, and then she got the one that is actually her comic costume that she's in the coffin.
It's like, can we give them their actual costumes earlier in the season so we don't just have like the last 5 minutes of an episode to see them? Like the Daredevil's finally in his costume.
Fucking Age of Ultron did that too. At the very end.
It's like, come on. Like, he finally has the skull and everything. All of the promotional art has been him in that outfit, and he's in it for a total of like maybe a minute in the finale, and he just shoots 2 ninjas, and that's it. He shoots 2 ninjas and he lights his house on fire, and he walks away with a fucking Gatling gun over his shoulder. It's like, come on, I want more. Oh god. And then like Elektra's costume, and yeah.
A minor thing. Didn't Madame Gao say she was going back to like her homeland at the end of the last season?
Yeah, and then she came back.
Okay, why?
To give Daredevil words of wisdom.
Cool, because I thought what they were doing is setting her up to be a villain in Iron Fist. They may still be doing that.
They might be.
They may still be doing that. Like maybe that's what they're doing. Like maybe when she went back to her homeland, that's what's going to be happening in Iron Fist or something.
Did you watch the small Luke Cage tease?
Yeah, it was just the same thing that like.
I sent you a couple days ago.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's just like he walks into like a gym.
I'm really sick and tired of buying new clothes.
Yeah, and that's it. It was a cool tease, but it was short.
Oh,
and that comes out in September, so that's
yeah,
like 5 months.
A good thing. Claire gets more to do in this season.
Who?
Claire, the nurse.
Oh yes, the nurse.
Yeah, because last season was kind of like she was there.
She mentions Luke Cage.
4 episodes. Yeah, she does mention Luke Cage. And they mentioned Jessica Jones at one
Jessica
point.
Jones gets some shout outs.
And Jerry's there for like half a minute talking to Foggy about becoming a partner at their law firm.
Yeah. Okay, other thing. This stuff with Matt and Foggy is unresolved.
Yeah.
They still kind of hate each other.
And Nelson and Murdoch is...
And Nelson and Murdoch is disbanded. Here's the thing. Okay? All Matt had to do was tell Karen he was Daredevil.
All he had to do was
and that could have solved all of their problems.
It's so bullshit.
All of the problems came from Foggy having to keep the secrets from Karen.
He could have told her at the end of last season.
Yeah.
Like the very last scene of last season.
There's no reason Karen shouldn't know.
Yeah, like no, he should have fucking told her.
It's literally just the I have to keep my secret identity
fucking
cliche.
Everybody knows he's Daredevil except for Karen.
Like
Foggy
literally
knows,
this is like
Nobu knows, Stick knows, Elektra knows,
Fisk probably knows, like
Claire knows,
Claire
Melvin knows.
Everybody except Karen knows, and it's like when he gets his mask punched off in the last fight, I thought like a spotlight was gonna come on the roof, and like everybody was gonna see who it was.
There's about 5 different places where he could have told Karen. And he waited until the very last minute where everything has gone to shit and we don't care anymore.
Where there's literally no hope and nobody gives a shit anymore. He's like, I'm Daredevil. And she's like...
They tried the fucking Iron Man 1 it.
Yeah.
Where like he just reveals at the very...
I am Iron Man. Roll credits.
That's what the last season should have been. It was him saying, I'm Daredevil. And that would have been much better.
Yeah.
Than like just a coy, well, I bet wherever Daredevil is, he's looking... Fuck you. Just fucking... You should have told her earlier.
Foggy, where's Matt? He's drinking a lot.
Got a jet.
Got a jet.
I have lawyer stuff to do while Matt's off being a jackass.
Why isn't Matt here? He should be at the fucking trial. What's going on? He's swinging around the city as Daredevil. I don't fucking know.
He's what now? He's Spider-Man.
He's Spider-Man. Like, come on. Like,
okay, Matt, I didn't tell Karen you were Daredevil. I did tell her you were Spider-Man. But I didn't tell her you were Daredevil, so we're safe. However, you may need to act like you're part Spider-Man.
Oh my god.
Also, you have a drinking problem.
Like, literally, it could have solved all the problem. Oh.
Yeah, no, but...
Yeah.
It was a mixed bag. It was mad for me.
I liked season 1 better. I still think Jessica Jones is my favorite
Jessica Jones
of the 3.
is infinitely better than both of these seasons.
Yeah.
And not because, like, either one of the seasons were bad, it's just because of the type of show Jessica Jones
And
is.
I know it might sound like we hate it, because we're
don't
picking on all this
hate
stuff.
it.
There's so many good things, too.
There are still, like, a lot of good
fight
things.
scenes are amazing.
But just the bad things are so disappointing.
Yeah, it's just, it's a mixed bag. It's like,
Like,
there's a lot
okay,
of,
I didn't go in thinking this is going to be spectacular after Jessica Jones. I kind of knew it wasn't going to be up to par Jessica Jones, just because of the type of show Daredevil and Jessica Jones are, because Jessica Jones...
And we know some people who don't like Jessica Jones, which is
that's
appalling
odd.
to us.
That's odd.
How does that happen?
It's because of the topics that Jessica Jones tackles and, like, how it handles, like, superpowers in, like, a realistic, gritty world.
And I mean, Jessica Jones isn't perfect.
No, but like,
it's,
the type of show it is, like, we prefer that to the show Daredevil is. Daredevil's still great.
Daredevil's amazing, and, like, the Punisher, like, his character is awesome.
Yeah.
You know, Elektra's great.
Yeah, so...
Stick
is there.
coming back is cool, I think.
I like Stick. I like Stick. He's a cool guy. He called everybody an asshole.
It's a violent season.
This was a
It's fucking like nails
okay, so, like,
wood and shit.
I didn't really, like... Because I'm kind of desensitized to violence on television, because I watch a lot of Tarantino movies, and, like, with this Netflix shit, and, like, Breaking Bad and stuff like that. But, like, the one time where I did kind of gasp was when Elektra, like, slits that ninja kid's throat.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't
It's
really
just because, like, beforehand he's like, it's just a kid, and then she's like...
I don't really think... I could be wrong, but on these shows, I don't really think we've seen anyone, like, really slit somebody's throat on camera for that. Like, I think Jessica Jones maybe had something like that.
I think the most violent thing that happened in season 1 was Fisk slamming that dude's head in the
Yeah, but, like, this one really upped the violence.
Yeah. Mostly because of the Punisher.
Yeah, like, this is, like,
you
this
can't
is,
do the Punisher
this is
without a lot of
nearing
violence.
kind of, like, Game of Thrones shit.
Yeah.
With, like, oh, when Punisher gets fucking, like, tortured, they fucking drill into his foot.
Punisher's face gets no love in this
He gets
show.
fucked up.
He just has permanent bruises for like the entire second half of the show.
And his nose is like askew
His
for like
nose
most of the
is
time.
askew,
I mean, he
like,
wasn't,
his face is swollen.
He wasn't pretty to begin with.
You
but
fucking hold your tongue.
I mean, if this were like Ryan Gosling or somebody, then yeah, I'd cry a little more. But like he was kind of like average to begin with. But like no, he gets fucked up.
And it's just like you see all the bruises on his face, and then somebody like punches him and like breaks his nose again, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, like God, like no, this was a good season. Like it wasn't as good as season 1.
It wasn't as good as season 1. It has its issues, like we said. The main issue with the story is
the focus.
It feels like the focus is split, and our attention has to be diverted between two different things.
So,
but overall,
rating out of 10?
I would give this a 7.
I would go like 7.5.
1 up in me. All right, or 0.5 up in me.
Yeah, but you know, we still liked it. We still enjoyed it. I binge watched in like 2 days, so clearly I was enjoying it.
I took a little bit more time, but
you took a little more time, but you were holding it off. But yeah,
I was enjoying it.
No, I was doing that too. However, I have very little self-control, and I couldn't stop. Anyway, so that does it for this vlog on Daredevil. We're excited for like Luke Cage and Iron Fist and the Defenders and all that. So
it's not going to be next week. It'll be the week after next week, probably.
When we make up everything.
Yeah, we'll probably do. I'll probably end up having to do both Shield episodes too, because you won't be.
There's only
here
gonna be
for that.
one. Because I'm just not gonna be here for next week, and then I'll be back the week after.
But when are we gonna do the one?
Oh, true. After? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
we might actually be doing a double Shield and a triple Rebels.
Well, we'll see how that goes.
We'll see how it happens.
So until then...
Point is, we're going to be gone for a little bit. And also, Batman vs. Superman is coming out.
Yeah, we'll do a vlog on that. We talked about this in our Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. vlog too, but in case you decide not to watch that, fuck you. But here it is again. We'll see you guys Later, I'm still Matt Murdock. This is Foggy Nelson. We hate each other. I'm Daredevil.
There is no Nelson in Murdoch.